You might have seen that just last week, some random person used ChatGPT to help him sell his house. It drafted legal documents for him, it monitored offers, it made back offers, and it actually sold the house for him. He didn't need a realtor at all. And that got me thinking AI, especially Claude Code, has gotten to the point where it can really help individuals, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, a single mom, or just some random broke college kid like I was, anything to help you not only save money, but make money. But the problem is people pay gate these behind subscriptions and they pay gate them behind products that you have to pay $20 a month for to do the most simple stuff that Claude Code can already do. But then I was like, wait, people might not know that. So in this video, let's go over like 10, 20 different things that you can have Claude Code do right now for free so that you can help yourself save money and make money. Not just that, I'm going to give you the skill file that you can feed into your OpenClaw, your Claude Code, or whatever AI you're using to help turn it into this CFO agent type B guide that will help you do these things for free. The only thing I need from you is that if you learn anything in this video, you have to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment on what you actually learned, and number 3, if you have any questions, leave a comment there as well. I just wanted all the questions, and pretty soon when I blow up and I don't remember any of you guys anymore, no, I won't be able to respond to any comments. If you have any questions, please let me know. But let's get into this. Okay, so first thing we're going to be doing is using Claude Code. I've said this before, I'll say it again. The number one greatest ROI on the planet is the $20 a month Claude Code subscription that you can get for yourself. You can do it for CFO typing stuff like this, or you can do it for anything. I highly suggest you get that. Even if you don't, use the free plan, or if you're using OpenAI, or whatever, Gemini, whatever AI you're using. We're basically going to start a new project. We're going to name him CFO, and we're going to give him a prompt to create our CFO agent. This prompt that you give it, that we're going to give it right here, is going to be what the Claude that responds to us is going to know best. It's not just going to adapt every single piece of information from the internet and become that perfect person, but it's going to be very, very close to that. Because when you ask Claude in any other instance a question about anything in this new chat or whatever, it's going to use the context of everything. But in this project that we've created here, it's going to instead only use the context we've given it to give it the most specific answer possible. So we're creating basically an agent that we're going to call CFO that is the best at doing CFO type beat stuff with finances. So again, description below, this is totally free. I'm not even going to take your email for it. I don't want it. So go down below, copy the entire thing. If we read this, you can see that this says, "You are my personal CFO agent. You have one job. Give me complete clarity and control over my money." Blah, 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 blah. All of the specific stuff that's going to help him do this stuff. And if you are using OpenClaw, I have a skill file you can feed to your OpenClaw, and he can do all of this stuff for you. You can create a new channel or a sub agent and talk to that guy as if he's a CFO. But we're going to save this here, save the instructions. You can see that's added here. So now this guy is a CFO agent, which is exactly what we want. So the first thing that we're going to tell it to do is the simplest thing we can tell it to do. But in order to give him more context on specific stuff that we wanted to do, we're going to have to give him some files. So from here in this file section, I want you to upload anything that you are personally okay with giving into this AI. Again, that's up to you what you are personally okay with giving. I don't care. I think Netanyahu and all these other AI guys have my information to begin with, so I don't mind. Give it a bank statement. If you're using NerdWallet or Rocket Money, give it an entire CSV of that. Any piece of information that you can give it to help it have more information on what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what you're comfortable with giving is what you should be giving to this guy right here. Because the more and more stuff it has on you, the better output it can give you. So I'm going to give it bank statements. I'm going to give it, I don't know, my tax report. I'm going to tell him where I live. I'm going to tell him my financial situation, everything. And then he's going to know exactly what we're trying to do and with what information. So before I give it any bios, let's just tell him a little bit about myself. So I'm using voice to text here. Hey, you are now my new CFO agent. I want you to help me make and save money. I think one of the problems I have is that I have so many AI subscriptions that I've been paying for every single month. I don't even remember which ones they are. So I want to cut down on those costs, and I want to see what's working for me in terms of income to maybe make more money, because I also have a content channel on YouTube that the majority of my brand income comes from. And I also have a full-time job, I wish, that I get paid $4,000 a month from. My rent is $2,600 a month, and my other expenses leave me with barely $200 a month left. I want your help to help me save and make more money. That is not true information at all. Some of it was, some of it wasn't. If my rent really was that high, my income was that low, that would be real bad. But give it information and context like this. As much information as you want to give it that information. You don't even need to give it a bank statement. You could tell it your income, you could tell it your expenses and stuff like that, and he will use this information to help you. Again, Opus 4.6, this is the strongest, smartest AI there is out there. You don't really need that. And if you're worried about your credits, you shouldn't be using that. Sonnet 4.6 is just as good, so we're going to be using that. But I highly suggest, if you're okay with the expenditure, use Opus 4.6 for this. But look at this. This is exactly the problem we wanted to see. So as you can tell, I told him my income was $4,000, but my rent was 2,600, 65% my income. So he's like, you're definitely can't afford the place you're living in. And this is a good thing that it's telling you, because that means it's actually working. It's not like AI hallucinating, giving you stupid ideas or anything like that. And now it's asking you even more questions, which is great. So pause this video right now for like 1 minute, just like I'm going to do here. Go get your bank statement, go get your credit card statement, go get your coin market cap for your crypto, and then get just any piece of information that you're okay with giving this agent to help you do exactly what you want to do. And then feed it into this agent. It'll stay there and use that for what we're going to do next. And again, if you're not comfortable doing that, I can understand that. Don't worry about it. Then you just need to tell it the information that would have been on that bank statement to begin with, which is like, why not just give it the bank statement? I understand that. It's up to you. But just tell them, here's how much I make every month. Here's how much I use every month. Here's how much I waste every month. Here's my biggest expenditure, my subscriptions, all that stuff. Okay, so I had my open Claude make me a bunch of fake documents. You can see here that this is a crypto portfolio. 2 of them, these 2 are credit card statements, these 3. And then these last 3 are bank statements from 3 different months. So I pasted these in here as a CSV. You can do PDF, you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, here are all my statements. What am I wasting money on per month? It's going to read every single thing here. Again, Claude Code, any AI can do this for you. This is the simplest thing AI can do for you. Do not pay for any subscription, any service out there that tells you you need to pay me to help you do this. Okay, so you can see here that it's saying that my original thing that I told them was wrong, of course, and all of this stuff. Look at this. This is not something you can get from just Googling. It's saying that I'm paying too much for my Xfinity internet. So the dummy data that I gave it was $80. It's saying that's too high. You can do lower. It's saying T-Mobile, are you sure you're on the best plan? If you go even lower, it's saying keep this if you only use it for YouTube. And then you can see LinkedIn Premium. Are you even job hunting? Because if that's a great question. If you're not, you don't need this. All of these things. Look, pick one streaming service. You have 4. Why do you need 4? This overlaps with Adobe. Why do you need Canva Pro and Adobe? These insights are amazing. Because it really, you have to ask yourself that question. Why do I have 4 streaming services? Even here, it's saying cut. And it's like, why do I have Dropbox and Google One and iCloud? Cut. So the subscription service thing, super, super easiest thing you can do. So explore this on your own. Do whatever it is that you want to do with this. And it gives you this like specific information. Wow. You're a profitable crypto trader. That's honestly impossible. And then the next easiest thing you can do aside from subscription tracking is asking your AI what exactly you're spending the most money on. What am I spending too much money on? If I want to save money and budget, what should I be doing differently? So let's do that. Hey, seeing that I gave you all this information to my transactions and stuff, what are some things you think I'm spending too much money on? What should I be budgeting more on, more effectively, so I can save money? Send that in, see what he says. Right away, instantly, he says, you spend too much money at DoorDash, Grubhub, and Starbucks. You spend around $474 a month on this. You're essentially paying a second phone bill. Redundant subscriptions, we already know that. And then Amazon and Target shopping, $400 a month. You're spending too much money on that. And then number 5 is Starbucks. So for stuff like this, it's very, very beneficial to have it just laid out in front of you so you know exactly what's happening and you can't really make up whether or not it's true. Like the transactions are there. You spent too much money on coffee this month. You should probably dial it back if you're not okay with that. Next thing we're going to do is a real quick one, debt payoff optimizer. So let's say you have student loans or credit card debts or whatever it is, and you need some sort of plan that you can stick to and cross off every single month to make sure that you're hitting that. I forgot to mention that I also have $10,000 in credit card debt and $60,000 in student debt. How can you help me pay this off? Can you make me like a little plan or a chart that I can follow to pay these debts off? Beep. And once you give that information, it'll give you the best plan that you can do that. But before it does that, it might need some more information from you. Okay, what is the interest rate on your credit card loan? Interest is haram for a reason. What's the interest rate on your $60,000 student loan? Good. How much can you put towards debt every single month above minimum? We'll say whatever you think is best after we've changed our expenses. Basically, like after you tell me what I'm spending too much money on, let's see, I don't know what that number looks like. So he's saying that if you cut expenses based on his advice to you, you would save $537 a month. That is a lot of money. And then he made us an entire interactive artifact that we can use every single month to come back to until we've paid off all of that money. So you can see here that 4% APR student loan, this much. He's saying that we should pay a minimum of $200 a month, minimum of $600 a month for the student loan. And he's saying that we'll be debt-free in 9.5 years. Not just that, but there are 3 different methods that you can use to do that. You can use the avalanche method, the snowball method, or the month-by-month method. And this is all done in your $20 a month subscription. You should not be paying somebody money to do this for you. Trust me, you don't need to. Next thing we're going to do is salary negotiation brief, and we're also going to do bill negotiation prep in the same time. So we're going to give our agent some information on our salary. We're going to give it some information on our bills, and we're going to say, based on the bank statements we gave you, credit card statements as well, and this information on my salary, how can we have a higher paying salary? And then also, if you feed this into your open Claude or into your Claude coworker that could send emails for you, you can have them email people for you to do this. So let's do that. So you already have my bills and stuff like that. So help me with that. But also for the salary, I make $70,000 a year, and I have taxes of whatever the rate is in California. Help me negotiate a salary that's higher than what I have right now. Oops, mom. And what he's going to do with this is not just give you random numbers that you can just kind of do whatever you want with. What he's going to do is pull current market rates and build data. He's going to say, okay, now that I know where you live, what internet that you already have, what internet is in that area where you live as well, maybe you should switch to AT&T. Who knows? And after like 2 minutes of thinking, it now made us 4 different things that we can look at. So our tax breakdown is that we have a 25. Good God, California, that sucks. I think Chicago's the same thing. Salary negotiation. So you're saying here that our target ask is a plus 20% increase, and our floor is a plus 10% increase, which is basically our like negotiation, what we're okay with walking away. And a merit-based raise is 3.5% increase. And it also gave us information on what we should be saying in general, based on what I've contributed over the past year. Here's some 1 to 2 specific things. And the current market data showing the rule ranges from 7. I like to discuss bringing my compensation to this amount. And here's the market data backing this information up. And here's a summary of what we're looking forward to. Not just for the salary, but here's a script that you could tell Xfinity, because based on the bank statements we gave it, it's saying you're paying too much for Xfinity and you're paying too much maybe for T-Mobile. So, hey, I've been an Xfinity member for a while. I'm paying this much. Chicago members are getting the same service for this much less. Is it possible for me to do this? Also, enable paperless and auto pay, and you'll save $10 a month, even more. In addition to that, we have T-Mobile as well. It's saying that we pay $65 a month. We could maybe just switch to Mint Mobile, which is the same as T-Mobile to begin with, and save $420 a year. Here's a script that you can tell them to do that as well. That's insane. So 2 last things we're going to do here. Again, I took it from the prompt in the description below. You can take that entire prompt. It's free. I'm not collecting any information either. We're going to do an insurance audit and a financial goal tracker. Basically, is what I'm paying for insurance too much, and I want to save $10,000 in 6 months. How can I do that? Okay, so my insurance for my car is about $200 a month. My health insurance is about $400 a month, and I don't have house insurance. For my financial goal tracker, based on what you know about me now, I want to save $10,000 in 6 months. Help me with both of these. Beep. Now let's see. And it did the exact same thing it did for us before, which is why we love Claude. It made us this little artifact that we can interact with whenever we want. So it's saying your total car insurance a month is $600 with car and health. We're probably overpaying by this much amount based on market data. And we're also missing renter's insurance. We should probably get renter's insurance. I think that's a good idea. It's saying Chicago average for full coverage is this much per month, and we're paying this much. We could probably save maybe $1,000 a year if we switched up on something else. That sounds good to me. I don't know why you wouldn't want to save money. Renter's insurance is saying we don't have that. Why wouldn't you get that? It's only $15 to $20 a month. And then health insurance is saying we're paying this. It could be lower, but maybe you're honestly fine. So maybe not, might not be the worst thing ever. Yeah, I hope this helps. So a lot of things that we went over in this video are usually behind paid walls. People want you to pay to access this information, which you do not need to. In this day and age with AI, especially with Claude, you can do everything that you would have been able to do behind these paid walls for free or for at least $20 a month. So I highly, highly, highly recommend anybody that wants anything to do with saving money, making money, planning money, to put as much information as you're comfortable with into some sort of AI model and ask it questions. The best part about AI is being able to talk to data. You can now give it a year's worth of your bank statements, credit card statements, crypto portfolio, regular stock portfolio, anything, and ask it, be like, what am I doing wrong? What can I be doing better? Based on market data, research data, what am I doing that could be improved on? Anything like that. And I beg you, do not pay $80 a month for rocket money if you don't need to. Simple as that. So yeah, if this helps, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you learned anything, you have to subscribe. If you learned something cool, you have to comment. And if you didn't understand something, you have a question, please leave a comment as well. Thank you.